The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 4, verse 1. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against Palestine to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Palestine pitched in Aphek. And the Palestine put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Palestine, and the slew of the army in field about 4,000 men. 3. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Where hath the Lord smitten us today before Palestine? Let us face the ark of covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. Mark that reading about the ark. The position of the ark is the source of power. 4. So the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims, and the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of covenant of God. Following the reading from the previous video, you can recall the misbehavior of the son of Eli, where they were sleeping with the women at the doorpost of the church. Remember, this is sin. This is the result why the enemies of Israel were overcoming Israelites. Number 2, the covenant of ark was not in the right place. These are the two reasons why they were overcome. Let's continue reading. Number 5. And when the ark of covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. This is now the source of power. 6. And when the Palestine heard the noise of shout, they said, What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of Lord was come into the camp. 7. And the Palestinians were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there hath not been such a thing heretofore. Number 8. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of those mighty gods? Those are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. You see, now the fear has started engulfing them. Number 9. Be strong and quit yourself like men, O ye Palestine, that ye be not servant into the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Quit yourself like men and fight. 10. And the Palestine fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled. every man into his tent, and there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. You can still see the problem of committing sins. Israelites were still not yet doing well, because reconciliation, repentance, complete repentance had not yet taken place. The Spirit of the Lord had not yet come fully with them, to them. 11. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, were slain. You see now? Because these two sons are the source of the problem of Israel. Ophni and Phinehas, you see? This time they were killed. Remember, they brought very big problem to Israel. 12. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his cloth rent, and with earth upon his head. 13. And when he came to Eli, sat upon a seat by the wayside, watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. 14. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, what meaneth the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dim, that he could not see. 16. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, what is there done, my son? That's Eli asking. 17. And the messenger answered and said, Israel fled before the Palestine, and there had been also a great slaughter among the people. And thy two sons also, Ophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. Because this is now where we have to understand that if you are in a congregation, other people have sinned, the sin of these other people who are within you will make the whole team not do well. Just like you are eating the plate, and inside the food there's something smelly. The whole food plate will not be good to be eaten. That's what it literally means. Because now those sons of Eli were there, it made Israel not to do well. Remember? Ophni and Phinehas, these were great sinners, and they went and fought. So they couldn't come out of the fight. Always, even in our norms, in our traditional norms, if you have problem, you should not go to fight, or in a hot place, you may not come back. Those days you cannot go for hunting when you have issues at home. The wild animal will kill you. So let's continue reading. 18. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backward, and the side of the gate, and his neck brake, and he died, for he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. Remember what now the sins is bringing? When he heard of this now, your sons were killed, and secondly, the ark was taken, he could no longer hold. You see? He fell down and died. This is still continuation of result of sin. This is still continuation result of sin. Brothers and sisters, please, let's take this message very seriously. It's not my word, it's a word from the Bible. I'm just following. 19. And his daughter-in-law, Peninnah's wife, was with child, near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were died, she bought herself and travailed, for her pain came upon her. You see the continuation? The wife of one of the sons was almost delivering and had this message. Problem continued. Too much pain. 20. And about the time of her death, the woman that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. 21. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and the God of our father-in-law and our husband. And she said, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. So, brothers and sisters, this is 1 Samuel chapter 4. Key message now here is, Israelite did not do well in the place of battle against Palestine because of the sins of the two sons of Eli. That's number one. Number two, the ark. The ark was taken. The ark was taken as a result because the army of Israel, they were not powerful. I remember that ark is the ark of covenant. Whatever is not with Israel, Israel will not do well. Number three, now Eli have to die when he heard that the two sons died, and again the ark was taken. Number four, the wife of one of the sons again said, now there is no future because the ark is already taken from them. And the God of the husband, the God of the father of the husband, is no longer with them. You see now this series of, and the next one, they lost very many people. They lost very many army. How did it start? It started from the evil that the son of Eli did. And Eli was not keen. Eli was not keen to follow the sons. To punish the son, to say no to the son. You see? So as we are doing our things, as we are parents, we are children at home, let us avoid sins. You'll find in many circumstances, other parents do watch their sons misbehave with the daughter of other people. There are very many is happening. So let us stop all those. Let us stop all those behaviors. It is not good. Let us tame our children. Your daughter should not move with many boys out there before marriage. These are all sins. Let us not just watch. These are terrible sins. So thank you so much. If you have time, please go and read on your own. This is the tech of today. I wish you well. If you want to continue to keep on checking my channel. Thanks.